What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know. Boys, girls, dogs, elders. There's nobody I won't fight.
Oh, hey there. Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Well, look who it is. How have you been?
I enjoy this work well enough, but I'm ready. What can I get you? Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room, right this way. Need anything else? Just let me know.
sleep well? Does it matter? You're warm, dry, and still very much alive. That's more than can be said for old Grelod, Half of Skyrim knows. Old hag gets butchered in her own orphanage. Things like that tend to get around. Oh, but don't misunderstand. I'm not criticizing. It was a good kill. Old crone had it coming. And you saved a group of urchins to boot. But there is a slight, problem. You see, that little Aretino boy was looking for the Dark Brotherhood. For me and my associates. Grelod the Kind was, by all rights, a Dark Brotherhood contract. A kill that you stole. A kill you must repay. Well now, funny you should ask. If you turn around, you'll notice my guests. I've collected them from, well, that's not really important. The here and now. That's what matters. You see, there's a contract out on one of them, and that person can't leave this room alive. But, which one? Go on. See if you can figure it out. Make your choice. Make your kill. I just want to observe and admire. See, I knew we could resolve this civilly. A debt owed must be repaid. You understand that. Well, get to it then. Pick your guest and send the poor fool to the void. I'll give you the key to this shack and you'll be on your way.
Whoever this is, clearly we got off on the wrong foot. But no worries. This is not the first time I have been bagged and dragged. Varsha, at your service. Obtainer of goods, taker of lives, and defiler of daughters. Have you not heard of me? Perhaps I will have my people carve my name in your corpse as a reminder. Me? Are you serious? The real question is, would someone pay to have me killed again? A day goes by without someone trying to cut me in the street. I get disappointed. Tell you what, you release me and I promise my associates will not hunt you down like an animal and butcher you in the street. It is a win-win.
Get these things off of me! None of your damn business who I am. If you're going to kill me, just do it already. Esmara is my witness. If I didn't have this hood on right now, I would spit right in your face. Excuse me. What kind of question is that? I'm kneeling here with my hands bound and a sack over my head, and you have the gall to ask me that? What do you think, genius? I don't have time for this nonsense. I've got a home to keep and children to feed. Now, let me out of here!
I can hear you talking out there. Please let me go. I've done nothing to you. My name is Full-Time. I'm a soldier. Well, mercenary, really. You know, a sellsword. I've lived in Skyrim all my life. That's all. I'm a nobody, really. So, can't you just let me go? What? Oh, God. I don't want to die. Okay, well, I guess it's possible. I've been selling my sword arm for years now. Killed a lot of people. Could be someone wanted revenge. But you're not going to kill me, right? What did I do? Please, whatever it is, I'm sorry.
Well, well. Aren't we the overachiever? 3 possibilities, 3 victims. Must have been one of them, right? So why take chances? Oh, no, no, no. Don't you understand? Guilt, innocence, right, wrong? Irrelevant. What matters is I ordered you to kill someone, and you obeyed. Of course. And you've repaid your debt in full. Here's the key to the shack. But why stop here? I say we take our relationship to the next level. I would like to officially extend to you an invitation to join my family, the Dark Brotherhood. In the southwest reaches of Skyrim, in the Pine Forest, you'll find the entrance to our sanctuary. It's just beneath the road, hidden from view. When questioned by the Black Door, answer with the correct passphrase, "Silence, my brother." Then you're in, and your new life begins. I'll see you at home.
Sovngarde awaits you.
You can't beat me.
How many men have stood here and mocked these battered ruins? And yet, here they remain, bent but unbroken, while their detractors lie in the dirt beneath. There's a lesson here, traveler. There is no shame in kneeling. What do you need? I was on my way to the embassy when I took a detour. The roads are too quiet for me. I prefer a little more entertainment. Gods no. While I am a justiciar, swordsmen in the Dominion are typically second-class warriors. Hardly. There's a reason for the hierarchy. Books are hard, wizards are smart. The usual, weeding out Talos worship, killing stormcloaks. Of course, at this rate, we might want to eliminate the actual bears first, as opposed to those bearing its flag. Aha! Are you implying that I should trust you with it? Clearly, you aren't aware of how little patience we have for foolish requests. Ah, given that I'm a Thalmor, I suppose you'd think I was referring to mankind. But no, I don't care to discuss politics. At least not with my tongue. It was simply an observation on the nature of survival. Nothing more, nothing less. We do. Unfortunately, the dead don't walk. I had little choice but to leave my colleagues behind. The vagaries of the road, I'm afraid. At this point, I'm safer traveling off it. If you'll excuse me, I must return to the embassy and report my findings. There are rumors of a double agent working in the embassy. Some say they are lies meant to cause dissension, but I'm not so sure.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new lady in charge of the orphanage in Griffith. She asked me to hand out these notices to everyone I met. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
I was wondering, can you whistle? Well, it could be a good way for us to quickly communicate. Look, I found this book. It made interesting reading. Maybe you should give it a look over. Anyway, what did you want to talk about?
Until next time.
An orc follows to the death. Let me know if you need anything. You've got it. Both light and heavy.
Greetings, Archmage. I was beginning to lose faith that any help would come. You see, I've been thinking about Faleen quite a bit. You know Faleen? Then you know what a beauty she is. The trouble is that I can't seem to speak around her. My mouth goes dry, and I start to shake. I could never hope to approach her. That may be the case, but she is as vulnerable as a saber cat. One wrong word, and I've seen her turn on a man so quickly. There is one, Ingvar, who's quite popular with the ladies. Thankfully, Faleen is not quite his type, but they've been friends for some time, and he may have some ideas. Please, ask him what she likes. It's my only chance.
Excuse me.
just turn around and leave the city. That's the smart move. What? Why? Are you interested? Calcelmo, is he interested in Faleen? That sly old codger. I should have guessed. Good for him. For the both of them. Between you and me, she could use a bit of warmth. As for what she might like, I didn't tell you this. Faleen likes to act tough, but she really has a soft spot for, of all things, poetry. You know, I took some classes at the Bard's College as a youth. Poems come in handy when wooing. There's a poem I once used on an older lady of Lorikstead. I can change it to be about Faleen, if you've got some gold. Are you prepared to receive my golden words? Wonderful. I'll write it out so you won't forget it. You should probably just take this directly to Faleen. Wouldn't want the old ice brain stumbling over the words.
Mind yourself.
Put those Forsworn down.
Reports of Forsworn here.
As his housecarl, Igmund's security is my chief concern. Calcelmo, what about him? Think of him. He's an odd little man, always poking around the rooms and wasting time in his museum. Seems friendly enough, obviously intelligent. Why do you ask? What? You're out of your mind. That old coot's more interested in dead dwarves than anybody around here. Don't talk such rot.
Powerful men have many enemies.
Please, stop wasting my time. You're embarrassing yourself.
Markarth's collapsing trade with the
Igmund's father was killed by Forsworn. I won't rest until they've paid with their blood. Pardon me? I'm not sure what this is all about. This is lovely. Calcelmo wrote this? About me? I never knew he had such feeling in him. Clearly, I've never even thought of him in that manner. I wish that I was as skilled with words as he. Here, take in this letter. I may not be as eloquent as he is, but I hope he understands.
The Tholmor know how to deal with talents.
I find your hand in my pocket. I'm going to cut it off.
Good to see you. This is more than I could have hoped for. Have you really done this for me? I have to see it. Please excuse me. Until next time.
Southeast and you'll find an orc stronghold.
But
up around the old Dushnik or Kalka.
It's all right. You don't need to say anymore. I had no idea you were so nuanced.
I love you.
So I hear. Come here.
Igmund, we need to talk about this.
Amsien would someday like to start his own business. He is sure he will be eager to finance it, yes? Mayor.
game.
You smell funny.
Thanks. Bye.
Speak to you later.
Amsien is very good. Greetings.
Blessings of the eight divines upon you. How may I help?
Blessings to you. The divines are listening.
We all come to Arcade.
Can I help you?
Your efforts in Raven Rock have proven most invigorating for my husband.
The mines are open and the ebony has begun to flow
in many years. As the wife to the second counselor of Raven Rock.
Over here! Over here!
I definitely missed the forge. I wonder if it missed me. Cleaning out the forge was the easy part, but those blasted reeklings made off with most of my materials. And I can't forge air. You tend to wander around, don't you? If you come across any Stalrim or ebony in your travels, bring them back to Old Halvar. Help each other out. I have friends in Raven Rock, and a few among the Skal. There's not much metal on the island itself, but we can find what we need, when we need it. Those things had filled it up with slop for their beasts. Elnos helped me wash it out, but the fire still smells terrible. It's not as good as it used to be, but I still am, at least. You've done well.
Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Hey. But Jolt says you served well. Before we were married, I remember him.
I can take it.
All things considered.
You ever try hunting with no sleep under you? It wasn't pretty. Now I can rest
I was able
properly?
to salvage most of the latest batch of mead. The rest was foul. Kuvar isn't enough to frighten me off. He makes a lot of noise, but at the end of the day, he wants what we all want. Peace and a warm drink. Enough for now, but I'll either need to get some more barrels or start importing more if we're going to make it through next winter. Last thing you want is the mead to run out just as the fire dies. Kuvar, peace and the warm. We lost most of the batches we had brewing before those things were here. One is just ready to take its turn though, and it's about time to add some of the flavorings. You can't find them on Solstheim, but if you find yourself back in Skyrim, I wouldn't mind you bringing some juniper berries. They add a different kind of sweetness. Tart, makes the flavor more round. Good day.
Huh? Good afternoon.
I hate most of the travelers that come through here, but you've shown yourself as one of the better ones. Until next time. You planning on sticking around for a while? Think about ways to make yourself useful. We're gonna rebuild, the hall and ourselves, in some form or another. Now that we're back where we belong, I'm hoping we can get ourselves back to what Thirsk deserves. We're colder than the snow and harder than steel. We wrap ourselves in both to remind us of the world we face. At least that's my hope. We've all learned lessons at the expense of this recent unpleasantness. Until next time.
Glad to be back. Glad to be back.
What's that? I lead those who will follow, and most of these are the following sort, so yes, I think we'll be alright. I don't think we need that old ghost anymore. Whoever leads us next can go plead with him if they want to, but I'd rather make a tradition of my own. Rothman was a great man, but he wasn't a god or a paragon. We're alive, he's not, and we look to ourselves for strength. Good day.
Can't talk too much of it. There's a lot of work to do still, getting this place back up and running.
Definitely missed the forge. I wonder if it missed me.
Yes, my friend. Okay, let us see what we have. Let us go.
The place still just in time, too. Kuvar was starting to give me some grief about his new armor. This will do the trick nicely. You'll come back if you ever want some fancier armor yourself now. The finest weapons and armor.
What? Kovoja. Well met, big one. Berg is very puny for giant. Puny mammoth still is more size than big flea. Jotun, giant, give no name. Amari, man, give name many moons ago. Came to Berg inside Dramakar. Dream. There, him met man's son. do you need from Puny Berg? Sawat Utra. Berg talk dream man many time. Dramakar. Hamari give Berg name. Show him friend. Friend name. Olga. It is very strong dream. Dark night and cold wind. Berg sees puny Nord boy shaking in hay bed. Boy climbs roof of house. Skavrag, stupid boy. He thinks the light of moon's his sun. On ground he sees light. Fire. Dream man. Dream man smears bright mud on Olga. Olga looks up at boy, but he say nothing. Olga brown hide now color, and no color like pelt of Kotra. Dream man take Olga from home. Boy follows, boy chase, boy face wet with scare. So cold, but blood is hot like sick. Dream man take Olga to Jotun. Vijorak na, him say, peace offer. Dream man leave Olga with Jotun and go home. He not see boy behind tree. Jotun giant get club. Jotun try to kill Olga. Boy run, he run to Olga. Throws body in way from a Laharavin to save a friend. Boy eyes wet with sad. Jotun give boy strange look, but no kill. Then Berg wake up. Bad dream. Even cow can be froma. In this world, all Nernuk have spirit inside. Berg go to Windpeak Inn. Hear noisy pirate and more noisy bard. Pick up tongue and mead sauce for drink. Skavrag like stone and fire. Amari talk with a mouth. Jotun talk with stomach. Muscle like string on lute. Bones like drum. Word is song. Tawas, Utra. Berg voice sloppy like wet cheese. Make Jotun word sound Hamari. Make Hamari word sound like Jotun. Only Berg understand Berg. What is fetch? You mean like hound, tray stick? Berg not know why this good for speech. Him Jotun, giant, just puny type is all. Real Nord, cranky and hate everyone who not him. Berg not know why Kahotra, cat people, wear dead coat on living one. He thinks some green one look like a big dog, and other green one have head so pointy you touch and make bleed. He think lizard all look same, and blue one look like Dramora. He not know why brown one wear tint on head to hide bald spot. Berg wear no fur on head, but he not shaved, even if no horns. He think imperial, bossy, and brown elf sneaky, but Berg like Breton, has yet to meet one he not like. has yet to meet one. If Berg were Nord, he ate himself most of all. But that would make him not Nord. Nord love himself more than snow like cold. Jarl is nasty person. Pays many men to attack Jotun home. Berg defend camp many times with his metal club. If he ever met Jarl, he would cut off ears and wear round neck as trophy. If Jarl no see, image left to mind. When Berg mounts woman for first time, he will tell Jarl's ears to say hello to wife. Second time, he tell Jarl it's sister. Soon Berg will just slaughter pig, and Jarl will think wife is much pleasure. He will make it true in mind. Jotun, Faleen, no come when Hamari come. Berg, not yet see one either. Jotun, giant, tell him Faleen come only when time to mate. Berg not know if this joke to make him wait for woman that not there. Berg not want to wait until world ends. Him has needs. Some say green ones are cousin to Jotun. Berg get angry if green one get chest mark and mate before Berg. Oh. Goodbye.
Spend all the days I got left on the water. It's where I belong. You've done well. Thank you. Here, this is for you.
Greetings.
feels like it is at the end of a hook. I do not know. Wait, the sensation is receding. That was horrible. I'm okay. I have no idea what it was. All of a sudden there was a bright flash, and it felt like my mind was being pulled out of my ears. Do not worry about me, my friend. Let us get back to it.
I think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
You find a good replacement for old cake breaker yet? Ah, so you have. Let's have a look then. Well, she's quite the beauty. Nice work. Yes, I think this will do quite nicely.
When a customer can't afford to pay for
Well,
a meal or drink.
here you go then, as promised. I entrust you with the cake breaker. Please just do me a favor and take good care of her. Oh, and a word of advice. Don't be using her too much in one go. Or you're bound to end up waking up in an inn somewhere, forgetting your name and not wearing any pants. Thanks again.
Need a room? Or maybe just some mead? Something I can get for you?
What is it now?
Just holler.
What? Shadow hide you.
Hey, watch it!
Is your name Griffith?
Who wants to know?
Your gods, lawbreaker. Pray to them for mercy when I carve out your flesh.
I'd like to see you try.
No!
Out of the way, child. Your guardian is a killer. It might knives beg to lick his throat.
He's not a killer. He's my father.
Morrigan.
Tell him. Tell him my pa's not a killer.
Well, what of it? Do you know this little Kwama? Why does she vouch for this killer? So if the murderer has a child, it grants him the liberty to kill. Your words are nonsense, Fetcher. They crumble before they leave your lips. This ugly son of the Gwar, my knives will drink him fast, then slow.
You want stealth? You're gonna need a bigger bandage to cover up that ogre you call a face.
Stop it! Stop fighting! You promised you would only kill the monsters, like Gabania.
Wait. That name. Where did you hear it?
It's the monster who hurt him. Griffith only kills monsters.
Quiet, kid. It's nobody's business but ours.
It's too late now, sweet. Better come clean. Hey! This man, Gabania. How do you know his name?
I just do.
So you say. But the hate in your eyes, I know it well. You hunt this man.
about 5 years older than Morrigan, and promised to marry. It was the day of her wedding, when Lord Gabania's men came riding in the field.
7 months ago, one of my witnesses told me of a wagon full of contraband that was being delivered to Solitude. I tracked it down, ambushed the carriage, and held the driver for questioning. The man was well trained. The wheels of the wagon could have rustled blood before he spoke. Be careful, but I knew his conscience beforehand. I thought it was skooma. What I found was slaves. Their tongues were cut out, so they could not speak. It was wishful thinking to think that they could write, but I asked anyway. And then, that's when one of them, no more than a child, pointed to a name scrawled on the boards in blood.
Gabania.
Right, Fetcher. That's him. Your prey is my prey.
Yeah? So what does that make us?
It doesn't make us friends, Wit. But I will say this. The bounty in my hand is for a child killer. And so long as this girl lives, perhaps it's the Jarl who's mistaken. But I have my eye on you. Don't think for a second our business is over.
I wouldn't dream of it. You've been awfully quiet. I wasn't sure what to think of this. You bringing this maniac here. I can tell he's not with the Brotherhood, though. But that won't guarantee Morrigan's safety. Yeah. Might be something, might be nothing. Whispers mostly. When it comes to that name, I've been trained to listen. That's what I've been thinking about. I can't leave her alone. And I can't bring her with me. And if it's one or the other, him or her, it will always be her. It wasn't something I wanted to do, but I had to. Because of where my head was at, I couldn't trust my own decisions. You know why I have to do this. Why I can't let him live. But she didn't. And as she always does, the girl asked why. So I told her. And if my needs ever made her feel unsafe, to let me know. That's another reason Gabania has to die. I can't protect Morrigan like this. Not when all I see are the faces from that day.
If you're done talking, I would like to start interrogating. What do you know?
Shut your mouth and I'll tell you, one eye. As a drifter, you get an earshot of all sorts of crazy rumors. You hear the same one enough, and you start paying attention. The one I heard was about a rich baron using the war as a way to gain influence with the new jarls, or the weakened ones. Turns out, the whole plan wasn't going too well, and our baron was more than a bit agitated. So he decided to get on his ship and settle Windhelm. That ship is now docked at the harbor.
And so what? You and the girl are going to raid that ship by yourself. A wealthy baron can buy a lot of sell swords. What if he's smart, a few good ones?
You're afraid of Merc self? Because I'll go through 1,000 sell swords to kill that bastard.
You may not be, Fitcher. I can tell you this man means more to you than he does to me. Someone has to stay. Huh?
I've thought of that. But I don't trust anyone to protect her but me.
Then we have a problem, sweet. You can't be in two places at once. Unless you have a better idea, I will protect the child.
Not a chance. There's gotta be another way. What do you think? She's a child. It's best if she hides. I've given her a potion that will make her invisible, but with an assassin, she won't have time to drink it. But again, she's a child. So one weakness and her one advantage. We've talked about her learning a spell. Maybe she can catch an unwitting assassin off guard and give her enough time to drink the potion. The more I think about it, the more it seems like a bad idea. I would feel better if you stayed, but I doubt me and the elf could work together. That's what I feared. Anyway, it doesn't seem like much of a risk to leave her alone for one night. I've done my best to keep the Brotherhood off our trail, and the odds of something happening are slim to none. But if it did happen, if Morrigan wasn't safe, I could never forgive myself. And yet, every night I go to sleep, I see that face, the guardsman, and the one who made him. No, absolutely not. Yeah, it wouldn't end well. For him, anyway. And if Gabania's men are worth half the gold he pays them, I'll need your help. Gabania is too paranoid to leave his ship. It's likely he has people delivered to him. But don't get any ideas. I'm not wearing a noble's clothes. What I'm saying is we'll have to sneak our way past the guards. Either that or muscle our way in. Morrigan, I'm going to be gone for a little while, like we talked about.
Don't worry, Pa. I'll be okay. You go get the bad monster.
It'll just be for a little while, I promise. If anyone comes near, stay behind the elf.
I don't like him.
That makes two of us, kid. But he'll keep you safe.
Alright, I'll do my best.
Good girl.
The child will be safe, Emma. But the same can't be said for you. Good luck.
Some call it the right of first night. As if
Be
the
careful!
power needed to justify their rape for laws. No. They just took what they wanted. Two of Gabania's men were dragging my sister into the cottage when they passed me by. One of them turned and looked at me, and our eyes met. There wasn't a drop of emotion on that face. Hey! That's what I remember most from that night. Not the murder, or the rape, or the screams. It was the face of that guardsman. The face of apathy. That I couldn't forgive.
And you think this absolves you of your crimes, murderer? Instead, there's still one to blame. Gabania. What's the hurry? The life is in my body. I burned it out.
Excuse me.
You cannot do the same. It will eat you alive.
I don't need to kill anyone. But those men, the people who stand by and do nothing, while all around them the world suffers. They're better off dead, and I'm the one to kill them.
So, who is it that you hate, Fetcher? Who is your true prey? Is it Gabania? Or this guardsman?
You don't get it. That face, they all wore it. The people I killed for the Brotherhood, they wore it too. Gabania, his men, and everyone I've killed since. To me, they're all one and the same. What? Take care.
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm going to be a mage someday. I just don't have a book to learn any spells. Really? Wait. Griffith says people make that face when they lie. I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Watch it!
Hey!
Be careful!
I'll be fine. Don't worry. Oh, I'm not falling for that again. He is! He's like a father and an uncle and a granddad rolled in one. I am strong. Someday I'll be as strong as Griffith. Then we'll fight monsters together.
Oh, damn. I know what this looks like, but I'm not a thief. I'm just browsing is all. Oh, thank the divines you believe me. I'm actually looking for a tome. No use bothering with the details, it's obviously not here. I guess I'll have to try another mage. The list is getting smaller though, like disappearing Dwemer smaller. I might be better off trying a necromancer's guild. This is more of a conjuration skill set anyway. What about you? Know any necromancers? Great, because I'm completely out of ideas. Plus, it'll help if we look together. You can change people. Simple as that. And if anyone needs changing, it's babies. Also, me. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to tell you that quite yet. Besides, only vampires like it when you pour your heart out, right? Which makes me wonder... Nope, first time. Guess you can tell I'm kind of desperate. But I swear I wouldn't have gone that far if this wasn't important. Magic is just an explosion you keep in your pocket.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same. Grew up, lot of history in these walls. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
What's the hurry?
Hey.
Whoops. My master can be a bit short-tempered.
Good to hear. You can be a difficult woman to find. Thankfully, those couriers are tenacious. I have some thoughts. There are 3 crucial elements. Some may be easier to find than others. On the top of the throat of the world is a patch of unmelting snow. No heat can touch it. Then we need the tusk of a mammoth, ground to a fine powder as only the giants know how. The final step is tricky. It requires the briar heart from a forsworn of the Reach. If you can bring me these materials, the phial can again be made whole. On top of the throat of the world is a patch of snow that's never melted. They say the Greybeards taught it to ignore the sun, and the heat simply washes over it. The original phial was made from this snow. We'll only need a small bit for the repairs. The ivory produced by those beasts is as hard as iron. The giants have found ways to make it yield. They're able to grind it down so fine that it can be infused into the lattice of packed snow. The finished material has the delicate nature of fresh powder snow with the strength of the hardest steel. The final tempering of the phial is performed with a type of old magic that's been lost since the Dragon War. The nearest modern incarnation of it is the strange rituals practiced by the Forest Lord. With the heart of one of their Briar Warriors, I can lock the phial's magic into its physical form. It's difficult to explain to the layman. Forgive me if I begin waxing alchemy. I'd better get going.
What do you need?
I'm a sailor. It's good to spend some time.
Never much
in
cared for
solitude.
Windhelm. The place is depressing.
Looking to hire a boat? Farewell.
Yeah. Take care.
If this cold numbs my fingers any worse, I'll scarcely be able to hold a weapon.
The way these ships are designed, the captain's quarters are on the lower deck. We'll probably have to fight our way down.
You can't win this! Try and make this quick. That's the best you can do. Puny weak.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not supposed to be here.
Don't worry. In a minute we'll be gone. And you'll be dead.
Never should have come here.
Is what you want. You'll have it!
You won't get away from this. Victory is yours. I submit.
Didn't even... A proper fight. Someone there.
What was that? Come on!
Here! That's all you've got?
Must die.
I told you, idiots, I didn't want to be disturbed.
It was 20 years ago. There was a small town in Cyrodiil that blended into the countryside. My father always joked it was too small to be on any map. And when the visitors came by, they felt like explorers. discovering the town for the first time. But for me, it's the only place that felt like home. Yet after that day, I realized the whole thing was just a ruse. You made those maps, and you never put our town there for a reason.
Of course it would be you.
So you do remember?
Don't be absurd. I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. I don't know who you are, but I know what you are, and I know what you are not. In my time, I have challenged jarls and kings, armies and empires. I've been targeted by everyone from the Brotherhood to the remnants of the old Morag dog. I challenged the gods themselves, and neither Daedric Prince nor the makers of the realm could fell me. Of course it was you, boy. So not so foolish. Nor were they as brave.
I've waited my entire life for this moment.
As have I, boy. Don't disappoint me now.
Excuse me.
Watch it! I'm on your side!
Hey, be careful!
I should have figured he wouldn't remember. They never do. I'm worried. We better hurry back. Right now, I just want to make sure Morrigan's okay.
Get the coals out.
The Dark Brotherhood. What happened?
Nothing. Just one of your murderer friends stopping by to say hello. It wasn't long before I fox.
Morrigan, are you alright?
I'm fine. Uncle Raynes was mean to the monster, but I think he's really just shy.
Yeah, you're right. Looks like she's gonna be okay. You could be right. With Gabania dead, there's no reason to leave her side again. As for you, here, I took these from a summoner I was contracted to kill. They've served me well. I hope they help you on your journeys. Keep wandering. Maybe head back to the old mill. It's probably best we stay clear of Windhelm. And each other. That goes for your friend as well. Unless he wants to try to collect on that bounty.
What bounty, Fitcher? The jarl doesn't put a price on the head of brooding fathers. But there may come a time when the girl won't be around to save you. Then we'll meet again.
I'll be waiting.
Found any lawbreakers? I hope they squealed when you stuck them jarl's life. Remember, leave the tongue. Let them bear witness.
This is a surprise.
Hey.
Oh, no.
This is a little creepy. Is someone down? There you are.
dare to trespass in these ruins. What you lack in wisdom, you make up for in courage.
Mr. Dragonfly is getting frightened here. You and me both, Mr. Dragonfly.
Is someone... Come on!
lost sight of us all.
I wonder what the ancient nords used this place for.
I'd pay good money for a pint of ale to warm my bones.
What do you want?
Good day.
Be careful.
Yes.
Need something?
How many poor souls have lost their lives working these tunnels?
Need something? Need something?
Enchanting to be done. You can acquire whatever it is and bring it back here, and I'll take care of it. All right, be quick about it, will you? This is a good way for the college to bring in some money. Here's the name and location of the client.
Who will save the mages from themselves? That was a jest, Ralph. I, for one, am glad to see one less thou more in the world. It's just too bad I didn't get to strike the killing blow. Ever since my company disbanded, I've wanted to test my mettle against a true sorcerer. I just want to make sure I don't flinch. A knight has to be decisive on the battlefield. Sometimes I wonder if I still am. I imagine it was. Some might say that's Dark Brotherhood. Those people never suffer a loss. Vengeance is sweeter than moonshine. My old company friend, Rodan, was Griffith. He spent his entire life in Black Marsh hunting the Argonian to slew his love. Talon assured him he would get his vengeance. That was his condition for joining the Argonians. It was a promise I wish he'd kept. But I'm glad you got yours. Mirabelle and Salos can rest easy, knowing you avenge their debts. I'm right behind you.
Greetings, Archmage.
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
Greetings, Archmage. May I help you, Archmage? You mean the official sort of business? Well, no. No, not really. But I can't help but notice that you're doing quite well for yourself. Rising through the ranks. It may not be I wonder if perhaps you could assist with it. Yes. No, I don't think so. Not at this point. It's just that, well, I'm not even really sure it's going to amount to anything just yet. All theoretical right now, you understand? But the implications are quite intriguing, I think. I simply need some experimental results to confirm my suspicions. Just bring me some Dwemer cogs. I need to examine them for the methods used in forging them.
10 of them should be enough for me to get a better understanding of how they were crafted. That's all I need, all right?
This looks like the cave. It's got the right vibe. So if it has the right spell.
Nicely done.
Team, eh?
Well, if I were a book, this is where I'd sleep. I'm gonna take a look at these beds. Bookshelves, which is a bed for books, you get what I mean. Oh, by the divines, no. And this was the last copy, which means any hope that I had to fix things is gone. You don't understand. You can't. You don't know what it's like to look in the mirror every day and see someone else. To want to tear off your skin because it hurts to be inside it. You weren't born wrong. You're you. You don't get it. But I never expected you to understand. From the moment I wake up to the time I go to sleep, it's a struggle. I'm left wondering if today's gonna be the day I say to hell with this world and everyone in it. Right now, the only thing that keeps me going is the chance I might find it. A spell, an illusion, something to make me whole. That's what this book was. A chance to be me, the real me, and not the shell of a person you see before you. Now, it's gone. Everything. My face, my body, it's all wrong. You were born a woman, and maybe the gods got that right. In my case, they messed up, big time. And if they aren't going to fix their mistake, then I am. But I can't do this alone. I don't know anymore. The book's in tatters, but maybe there's a way to bring it back. I mean, if necromancers can bring back the dead, who's to say we can't bring back one measly little book? Oh gods, it happened just like you said it would! You're a genius! Alright, Doreen, think. There's got to be a way. We still have the tome. We just need a way to fix it. Let's look around for something that can repair flesh. But not human flesh, book flesh. Like the kind of spell that will bring back trees to life. Huh? Yes! This is just what I'm looking for. Add a little clairvoyance to fill in the blanks, and presto chango. One restored spell tome. We can probably even use this altar to do the spell. Not like old Necro Boy here is using it anymore. Give me a second to set it up. Okay, that should do it. I'm warning you, though. This is gonna be dangerous, so before I try this, I just want to say one thing. Every moment of my life, I felt trapped. Like I was suffocating in my own skin. All I've ever wanted is a chance to breathe. Thank you for giving it to me. I'm terrified, but dying doesn't scare me. Living the rest of my life this way does. I guess all that's left now is to cast a spell. Here goes. Edra curator of silentius inophasmatis venire contra mihi. Edra radix pod causa of vita edo suffragium mihi in meus negotium. Gods, guardians of life and death, hear my plea. Grant me the flesh my soul desires, and give my spirit peace.
By the gods! It works! Look at me, I'm... I'm sorry, Thank you. Thank you so much. I feel like me, the real me. No, I just don't feel like it. I am me. And I couldn't have done it without you. Sure, I think it's safe. I mean, so far I haven't had any bugs crawling out of my nose, or hairs. Not sure which is worse. Anyways, here's the tome. It takes a bit of magicka, and it kinda tickles, but other than that, I think it works. Now? I don't know. It's like changing boots to a size that fits you. I spent all my time thinking about how sore my feet were. I've never bothered to think about trying to walk. Guess I'll just take it one step at a time and see where it takes me. I'd like to travel again someday, but for now, I'm just gonna take it easy.
Lead, brave one, and I will follow.
Please, I will do everything I can to exonerate you. But you must tell me what really happened that night.
Hiram, my boy. Have you ever wondered?
Yes, Knight Commander?
Have you ever wondered how they coax the bees to make such delicious honey? This mead is rather delectable. You should stop being such a bore and try some. Innkeeper! Another round of mead for the Knight of Thorns.
Knight Commander, I know you wish not to defy the Countess's decree, but you cannot sit here and perpetuate this injustice. You are an honorable knight, and the most gallant elf I have ever known.
Leave me.
My pa runs this town, and you're going to be in big trouble if you
sorry the Knight Commander. Nevertheless, I assure you, the elf you see there is not the one I know. Erevan was a true knight, a paladin without peer.
Why are you still
here? It is a shame that you will be forever known as the Knight of Thorns, and not the White Rose of legend. It's unlikely I can do much of anything. Yet the Countess begged me to investigate this matter in secret, and to check on the Knight Commander's well-being. It seems I will have dismal news to report on both fronts.
Yes, everyone, stay inside. Those bloody knights are back again.
Knights?
Yes?
What warriors sworn to service would do the townsfolk harm?
Pardon me, Lord. I meant no offense. This group belongs to no jarl. King. They're
Yes?
just a bunch of lowlifes calling themselves the Knights of the Eighth. They go around from town to town trying to collect protection money. Meaning, if we don't pay, they're going to come back tonight and raid the village.
What about the town guard? I saw a few patrols when I entered.
A handful of guards can't stand up to a couple dozen bandits. And the jarl's men are stretched thin enough as it is.
Then fortune favors our meeting. I am a member of the Order of the Rose. Hey! Personal guard of the Count of Shadenhall. I will see to it that these brigands are brought to justice.
Wait! Where are you going?
What do you need?
My goodness, well met.
What is it?
Wouldn't even be here if it weren't for my idiot sister.
You know, just the other day, I think I saw a group of rowdy bandits coming up the river. I can't be sure. They were saying something about burning your homes and raping all your women.
Are you sure they were just bandits? Are you sure they weren't vampires too?
I think you're right. Some of them had fangs and such. Probably a whole clan of vampire bandits coming to Conisgrove to suck everyone's blood.
You heard the woman. Pay up. Unless you all want to become a bunch of homeless night walkers.
If you ruffians are through listing your demands, allow me to propose a counter-offer. Remove your weapons and surrender yourselves to the guard, and I will refrain from removing your heads.
Looks like one of the bandits got here early. And you know what the Knights of the Eight do to bandits?
Let. Show him.
Get on with it. You want to go.
Glad you're here.
Thank you for your assistance. Your skill in battle is praiseworthy. However, we are not alone. As you can see, the townsfolk are ready to defend Kindsgrove. They simply require someone to lead them. It is for that reason I risked taking on 3 bandits, knowing that mortals are inherently virtuous, and that reinforcements would soon arrive. It's true. In the Order, we often train against multiple combatants. However, to say I could vanquish all 3 would diminish the heroism of the townsfolk. It's the Knight Commander who taught me that one can inspire in defeat as well as in victory. If only he could be reminded of his own words. Would you? I appreciate your assistance. I fear my presence only serves to remind him of what he has lost. They called him the White Rose. In the Order, there are those who have flawless technique, and those who simply get results. With the Knight Commander, it was more than just his skill with the blade. It was the elegance in which he wielded it. Every movement was poetry, like a dance of swords. Not only that, but it carried over into everything he did. His clothes were spotless, his manners were pristine, and he spoke with a dictation that would make nobles sound like paupers. He was more than just our leader, and he was more than just a knight. He was immaculate, divine. We were fast asleep at the lodge when it happened. The guards claim he approached them at night, indicating he had trouble sleeping, and asked if he could relieve them of their posts. The assault occurred about an hour later, with the guards at the tavern, by a knight in white armor. Only the steward witnessed the attack. None of us believed it. The knight commander would not act so recklessly. However, the armor the assailant wore was indeed his. There was no mistaking the blood that covered its breastplate when we found it the next morning. Good luck. Hopefully you can convince him to be true to himself.
Good to see. You've already learned all I can teach you. Be careful.
Come on in. Just open it. Take a seat.
What is it now? What do you ask of the Knight of Thorns? Murder, theft, fornication? I'll have you know that I am no ordinary scoundrel, but a master of all three. Save the village? The Knight of Thorns does not save villages. You clearly have had too much to drink, and I clearly have not had enough.
But she's so stupid.
Why are you hoarding the liquor, soldier? As your superior officer, I demand that you pour me another. They say selflessness is what makes a knight. We are sworn to serve, prepared to give one's life for what is right. I live in exile as a traitor, for that is my role. That is how I serve. Life to do right by some, and will do wrong by others. So, go. Leave this selfish cur.
Need something?
When I was a child, they said my bones were too brittle.
What can I do for you?
I was afflicted with an illness that left me a dry.
Oh, did you need something?
Rose.
Not with
They said the only way I could survive was if I was perfect. If I could somehow match they were right. I am broken. And all it took was a single mistake. What is it about time?
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
What it? Make it quick.
Let me know if there's anything else I need.
Don't wait.
No luck, I see. I'm still hopeful the Knight Commander will join us, but for now, we need to prepare without him. I have recruited some of the townsfolk to help build a few rudimentary defenses, although we only have so much time. I wanted to get your opinion before we begin. Do you think it would be wiser to construct barricades or traps? Indeed. More importantly, it will allow us to divert most of our forces to the rear flank, which is our most vulnerable point of entry. Roggy,
Rest easy. I will take care of it.
Wouldn't even be here.
Ravinia, we need your alteration talents to protect those in the front line. Defense of the villages is our priority.
As you wish.
What about the Knight of Thorns? Surely you can find use for one who knows the mind of his enemy.
Knight Commander, I always believed the virtue would win in the end.
You are mistaken.
I can't believe she done this.
I am not who you think I am.
I'd rather be broke in Cyrodiil than broke here.
Still, even a broken elf may be of some use. My fallen corpse will trip a bandit or two as they march upon this village.
Of course, Knight Commander. You will have your place on the front lines, as always.
Thank you.
All right, everyone. You have your orders. As for you, I suggest you get some sleep. We will need all our warriors well rested and focused on the battle.
What is it? Be gone.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Oh, did you need something?
Yes, but I was getting comfortable.
Need something?
It's good to see you, girl.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
Need something.
What can I do for you? Wouldn't even be here if it weren't for my idiot sister.
I trust you had a good sleep? As well as can be expected. The Knight Commander insisted he guard the rear flank. That leaves every available body to guard the front. I thank you again for convincing him to join the fight. I believe he asked to speak with you. You'll find him up there on the hillside.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything.
I want to thank you. I was a fool. Part of me tried to convince myself I was protecting the Countess. But in truth, I was ashamed. And the white rose was stained in blood. I became a fraud in the eyes of the people. Yes, in the eyes of the gods that permitted them around. I could have remained unsullied, a rose without thorns. But instead, I chose to debase myself. Perhaps I cared more about the title of being virtuous than the ideas themselves. When I was a child, they said I had to be perfect if I wanted to become a knight. The person you see before you is far from perfect. When it comes to my knighthood, I will do my best to prove them wrong. Yes, whether they think us roses or thorns, we are, in the end, knights of Shading. Huzzah, my friend. And they're here.
LOL!
Death is what you want. It is a shame that was necessary.
Gracious.
Never
Someone
should
there?
have come here.
Knight Commander, the town is safe with nary a casualty.
Yes, and the people have you to thank, Knight of the Rose. You hear?
The credit goes to you, as I have all my life. When faced with a decision, I consider and follow my example.
No, brother. You are your own man. And I am no longer Knight of the Rose. It's true that give the Countess my regards.
What will you... Now,
I do not know. Perhaps I will follow our friend here. Not every knight serves a court. Some simply serve the greater good. Well, what of it, adventurer? Will you take the Knight of Thorns as your squire? As would I. Call on my service then, when you need me. Until then, I will do my best to flush the poison out of my body. And know that regardless of whether you seek my blame, you will forever have my gratitude.
That was a big soul. Do you need to break wind? I will avert my nose if need be.
I love the rift. You don't get any of that ice water you get up north. Sure, it's raining now, but most days it's just an endless parade of petals rocking gently to sleep, like a living lullaby. Guilty on both counts. Although my wife is the true artist, the way the sight of her makes my knees buckle. I love the rift. You don't get any of that ice water you get up north. Sure, it rains from time to time, but most days it's just an endless parade of petals rocking gently to sleep, like a living lullaby. You'll sound like my love. She has a more practical mind than I. It's why we're a good match. Yes, it's strange how much it affects me. They say that's why I can write such visceral poetry. Most nords know the cold so well they can see it as plain as the stars, but they can't transfer that feeling into words. I suspect it's because to them that feeling is no different than warmth, so it gets lost in translation. For me, I know the cold like it's my sister. Only we're the type of siblings that never get along. Lately, it's only gotten worse. I wish I knew. Every night I go to bed, a chill starts to worm its way beneath my skin. If I do manage to sleep, I dream it's so cold my teeth are frozen solid, and eventually they just crumble in my mouth. My love said the same thing, only she was trying to comfort me in her special way. With you, stranger, it's hard to tell. Yes, although my love worries it might be dangerous. Spriggans, wolves, and bears live in these forests. Well, we can outrun the Spriggans, avoid the bears, and appease the wolves. I figure I can just throw some meat on the ground and they'll fight each other for it. Of course, she says we'd still make for a more appetizing meal. She scampered off the shore stone to ask for directions. I assured her we need only follow the road, but she wants to be sure. She wanted to take a wagon, but I insisted we walk. I told her we're here to see the fall forest, so it would make no sense not to. I haven't told her the real reason we're here is to adopt a child. That part is a surprise. I appreciate your concern, but it's not as if we haven't talked about it. She knows how I feel about children, and we can't have them on our own. Farewell to you, good traveler. May all your roads lead to warm sands.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you, my love. The way you wander about, sometimes I wonder if I need to buy you a leash.
My dear, I apologize. I wander because I know our love ties us together. There is no need for earthly bonds.
Why did I have to fall for a poet? There was that nice blacksmith in Rival. He would have made for a good husband.
Yes, except for the fact that he was happily married.
Well, nobody's perfect.
Anyone who says that has never laid eyes upon you.
My love, one of these days your flattery won't work on me. But today is not that day.
Then let us hurry to Riften, my dear, before the next one arrives.
Look out! Frogger!
I'll tear you to pieces.
Come on.
Must have run off.
No, you don't.
Come with me. Over here!
It's unnatural, building all these machines. If you ask me, the Dwemer got what they deserved. Archmage. Looks like you're still in one piece. More importantly, so is the book. Thank you.
May I help you, Archmage? I simply need more pieces of Dwemer equipment to study. It's not... And please, let's keep it between us. And please, let's keep this between us. Greetings, Archmage. Ah, that's excellent news. This will be most helpful in furthering my research. I'm afraid I can't offer you much right now, but please take this. And perhaps, if this is all successful... Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's too early to be getting excited. Still, this is most encouraging. Thank you again. If I require anything else, I shall be sure and let you know. As a matter of fact, there is something you can do for me. I had retained Enther's services in, acquiring something specific. But now he's refusing to deliver. Could you perhaps speak with him and see if we can come to some sort of arrangement?
Greeting! May I help you, Archmage? Oh dear. He's so afraid to talk to me, he's sending you to do it? I should have expected as much. I'm afraid you've been a little misinformed. I have something of mine that I was going to sell to Arniel. With all due respect, Archmage, I'm not in a position to just give this away. I told Arniel what I wanted in exchange for it, and he was unwilling to come up with it. Now, if you're here on his behalf, I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist on my original payment. I have a friend, let's say, who's interested in a staff. A particular one. It's nothing dangerous, so don't worry. I'm not even sure why he wants it, but then that's not really my concern. He's willing to pay for it. The problem is that it'll be a little difficult to acquire, seeing as how it's in the hands of someone who isn't exactly friendly. So you bring that staff back here and I'll consider it payment for the item Arniel was after.
Got a pretty full stock of potions and alchemy regents. My master can be a bit short-tempered, but I've learned so much from him. Thank the gods. I'll get to work on the files straight away.
Need a poison for your hunting?
For something?
Lavender an herb or
It's the
poison?
file.
What? How?
Doesn't matter. Look. It's refilling with your tonic as we speak.
Marvelous.
He is gone. But thanks to you, he died knowing his life's work was not in vain. As am I. You acted very nobly in helping my master realize his life's work. Thank you for that. As for myself, I've always been content to simply be an alchemist. I fear keeping the file would just remind me of Norelian's obsession and how it consumed him. Here, keep it. You are as much a part of its legend now as Calcelmo was. I hope it brings you the happiness that my master desired. Now, how would you like me to align the file's properties? I'm not as skilled as Calcelmo, so I'm afraid it will only ever refill with one type of liquid. I understand. I understand what potion is, but I don't always understand how they do it.
Good to see you. Good day.
Griffith won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
I'm not much of a strategist, but excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Putting a great deal of pressure on
Travel
Whiterun.
safely. It's dangerous.
And what would you have me do?